5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 now. It doesn't even matter, dude. Let's just. Dude, now the thing with. See? Well, now the thing with podcasts, you just jump in. They don't care about any saying hi or any what's up. Like, hey, let's just go right. Let's go now. This is how we do it.
We're live on mine. I don't know if we're live on yours.
No, we're live on your end. We're live on my end. We're live on our YouTubes. We're only gonna read off relative comments. If you're not talking about wrestling, we're not gonna be reading off all your names and shit tonight, guys. That's not how this goes. Nobody's here. Somebody's even listening to me right now, anyway, so it doesn't even matter.
We're live.
Reading off all your
What's up, everybody? I'm Andrew. It's my friend Keenan.
Keenan and Kel.
I'm Andrew. My friend Keenan.
I
don't really know what we're doing tonight.
No, did it really? Because all I really cared about was I didn't understand. I saw Rhea Ripley had to bow out, and I didn't know when did she get hurt? When did that happen? I feel like I've been watching it. I've been trying to keep up with you, and then all of a sudden it's like she's like, I've got some bad news, mate. I gotta go, mate. I can't do it. Like, who hit you? What happened? Like, I feel like I just watched you wrestle in WrestleMania.
It's a good question, right? It's a good question. Is that
it looked like
she was healthy.
It looks like
she was in a good position, and she didn't look injured.
Nope.
So
I don't really know what happened with her.
In a lot of ways.
I don't know if it's a story. I don't know if this is a Morgan
I was counting on you to know what the fuck was going on, Mecca. Like, really, real talk, I was like, what happened? Like, Mecca has to know more than me.
I was like, what happened?
I mean, I thought it was smart in certain ways where...
I thought it was smart.
Made it that
certain ways
where have some serious history together, and then she blindsided her, hit her with a chair, and if she's legitimately injured or potentially injured
together,
this is a really smart way.
Blindsided her, hit her with a chair,
and if she's legitimately injured
or potentially injured. This is a really
Rhea Ripley was going gangbusters. She was the only thing going big in the new. Is that the Judgment Day? Let's call it the New Day. That's not the right group. The fuck ever. But I don't think there's just no way that they would just say like, hey, okay, let's make a story, because she was making it seem like I got to be out for a really long time. That's why I got to give up the belt, because I'm not gonna be here for a while, and it's fucked up that Liv did this to me and made it happen. Blah blah blah. But
there's just no way.
There's just no way. Just and that she had to have gotten like really injured at some point, and just. Like, you know how, like, kind of Seth Rollins has been really injured, but they were like, fuck. Like, I mean, Undertaker went out there with a broken ankle one time. I mean, Hell in a Cell. Mick Foley got thrown over the thing. Mick Foley's worried about the Taker's broken ankle.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, could it be that Rhea Ripley has been wrestling with an injury for like 6 months and she just wanted to get past WrestleMania? I mean, could it be that? I mean, what exactly?
What exactly?
And this is, I guess, my question. Is that when was Rhea injured?
When was Rhea
injured? How was she injured? What's the extent of her injury?
Was this just the ability to kind of shift it over
give her position, and then set up that 6 months from now, back to a big pop, and there we go. I don't know.
I don't know. I think it's smart. I think it's smart what they did. Rhea is legitimately injured.
I was under the position where they were just saying
stories they have nothing for Rhea. And if they quote an injury with her and put her on the shelf for 3 months, that'd be smart too, in my opinion. Not injured.
Who do you beat
Rhea, right?
Well, why couldn't she be the woman's Roman? I would actually give a shit. I would actually literally when she, I was like, okay, well, I definitely don't give a fuck about the woman's anything now. Like literally, all my interest in anything woman related was done with Rhea Ripley was gone.
Like, I mean, look, I enjoy the Chelsea Green stuff where it's comedy. I think it's funny when Chelsea Green kind of says the line, "Don't cross it now." Raquel Rodriguez crosses the line. I thought that was funny.
Women aren't inherently funny, dude. I don't know if you know that. Like, women can't be funny. No, I'm joking. I am joking. Just a joke. Don't get me in trouble, guys. Just a joke.
Just a joke.
But, yeah, I mean...
But yeah, I mean,
I guess the stuff with what's her name, Bailey. I don't know. I mean, seriously,
I don't even give a fuck about that either.
Really?
Like, really? Like, we're gonna do Bailey? Like, and the thing is, Bailey, I think Bailey has done fine.
I think she's done a great job.
But I'm not invested in the story, right?
The whole damage control,
this,
right? I could give two shits about that entire storyline.
Let me give you a better story that happened this week.
Sami Zayn,
Chad Gable.
Where Chad Gable's been supportive of Sami Zayn. You know, Sami gave Chad Gable a match. I think Sami won. And then Chad Gable turned heel. I'm invested in that story. It's the common story of betrayal, right?
Well, that's the kind of Rocky one, because didn't Chad help Sami get... I feel so stupid when I talk about this shit with you two. Like, literally, I was just explaining a storyline. I felt dumb as hell. But anyways, Chad helped Sami get ready for WrestleMania. And then as Sami was walking out there, he did the Apollo Creed Rocky. He's like, I'm not going out there with you, but you're going to owe me one. That was Apollo Creed Rocky type shit. Right? That was Chad Gable, right? So that's the storyline going forward. And then you got KO and everything. I don't know, man. I mean, we're coming to, we're coming to my dip in my fandom. We got until so SummerSlam is pretty close. I mean,
SummerSlam is pretty close.
My point though
is
interested in that story. That story is betrayal. That story is that you thought you had a friend. You had a great match. You shake his hand in the back, right?
Yeah.
That's just a basic story.
That's just a basic story.
Understand, relate to, engaging. And I guess my whole position with, without Rhea and even with Bailey, I'm like, there's nothing to grasp on here, right?
Right.
Without Rhea
and even that just happened at WrestleMania,
Bailey, I'm like,
we have Seth sacrificing himself,
to grasp on here, right?
Somewhat to make Cody go over,
and
we had you
look at the whole thing that just happened at
and then Damian Priest
Mania. We have Seth sacrificing himself,
right?
I'm looking at this and I'm like,
somewhat to make Cody go over.
We're really going there either with this, and so like I'm
Raw heavyweight champion, the WWE champion.
Go ahead.
I'm looking at this.
No idea what's going on.
I don't even know if we're really going
Hold on
there
1 second,
either.
real quick, Mecca. Something's going on with the stuff.
And so, like, I'm kind of at a
what the hell
stage.
Of course not. Shut up, Yoda.
Don't speak to Yoda that way. What did Yoda do to you? What the fuck, man? Yoda's a good boy.
Are you there, Mecca?
Mm-hmm.
No, I guess not.
I'm still here. I was just being quiet.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you not see me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
You're there.
I mean,
you're there.
Sorry, my all this shit got messed up over here.
All this shit got messed up over here.
It's all right. Anything can happen.
Anything can happen. They say the radio. Somebody needs to put headphones on. They say the radio, the back is coming back up on them on the YouTube. I don't know. I have a microphone in. I can put headphones in.
But
it's chaos, guys. Anything could happen.
And you know what it is? This is our first time trying. I told you, I told you, let's not try it last week with guest on and shit. Let's not try it yet, bro, because that could just be a disaster. Hold on. Let me see if it might be my end. It could be on mine. I've got some headphones right here. We'll try that out. I thought the microphone would fix it.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's you.
I couldn't hear anything. I just saw a comment saying something on our others. What's it say? Oh, I don't know.
Hold on, let me.
I just saw a really big comment. I was like, let me read that while Mecca's talking, and it said, somebody needs to put headphones on because they're
really big.
It could very well be me. I could take the fall for it. It's all right.
All right, can you let us know now? We're gonna just keep on talking. I guess just turn us off. This could be technical difficulties. It could happen.
I guess just turn us off. This could be technical difficulties.
Then it came back in my.
It could happen. Then it came back in my.
Now it's playing back.
Now it's playing back.
It's not good. I don't know what the hell's going on. This is really bad. I don't like technology.
How many old people does it take to work a YouTube? You're getting feedback, echo delay, whatever one person says. How's it going right now? How's that echo delay right now, guys? Let us know, please, quickly, so we can get back to our wrestling conversation. I put in headphones.
I'm tired of this.
No, I put them in the phone. I don't have to. I can hear you coming through. I don't have to put two pair of headphones on.
I got enough things to worry about.
You have nothing to worry about. Quit complaining, Mecca. You have a brilliant, wonderful life.
Tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm doing for it tomorrow. It's gonna be a lot of fun though. So it'll be great.
Nice.
I get to speak to attractive women, and I love it. And I'm living the dream, guys. I'm living the dream.
He says it's because you're watching the YouTube at the same time. That's what somebody else says. I don't know.
I mean, I accidentally clicked it, so that was like 30 seconds ago. So
well, I mean, what else can we do? We're just a couple old guys. This is our first go around. I mean, we're on TikTok, we're on Facebook, we're on Pop Anime Comics everywhere. Anyway,
guys, it's gonna take a few. It's gonna take a few, right, Keenan? It's gonna take maybe one or two for us to figure it out, guys. It's brand new technology.
It might not be our fault. I think it's YouTube's fault. I think that's who I'm gonna blame.
We can put YouTube. We can put the blame on YouTube. I got no problem with that.
I'm blaming the shit out of YouTube. Let me see here. Fuck YouTube. No, YouTube. I love you. You're doing really good for me right now, YouTube. So I'm not hating on you at all.
You're doing good for me too. I mean, I'm doing great. Like, this community stuff on YouTube is amazing.
Yeah, I like it. Now headphones are in. But I can hear myself in my own ear, and that fucks with me. I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a headphone guy. It's not for me. Like, it just messes with me when I'm like hearing my own self talk. Like, when I'm editing, I don't even like to edit my own work. But because I edit my own work, I have actually become a better interviewer. It's weird, right? Like, when you actually hear yourself talk, you're like, oh my god, I sound so horrific. I can't let that happen again. It's so.
All right. No more comments. Somebody just asked which old guy can empty a bottle of lotion fastest.
A what?
A bottle of lotion fastest?
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, this tonight? I love it. It's great.
Better than no comments. All right. Rhea Ripley. Who's gonna be battling for the women's content? I'm not gonna care.
Oh! I mean, it's gonna be Liv and whoever else. Who gives a shit?
Exactly.
I mean, let me put it this way: it's not gonna be bad. It's just not gonna be good. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, it sounds like women's wrestling in general. So I really hope this isn't storyline. Because why'd you give? I would have paid. Did Rhea and Charlotte already wrestle at some point?
They did years ago.
Okay, that doesn't count. I'm talking about now. That'd be awesome. Charlotte's coming back. Maybe that's what they're doing.
Let me put it this way, right? There's only 3 women Rhea needs to wrestle, right? Becky Lynch, I think you agree with, right? That happened at Mania. I don't think that was a bad match, right?
No,
I thought that was a pretty solid match. Then the next person is Charlotte Flair, where Rhea is at her level, because they wrestled like 3 or 4 years ago, right? And clearly Rhea's gotten massively better and she's bigger. So Charlotte's injured and Rhea's injured. So hopefully we'll get that match, right?
Right.
Because I don't think you have a problem with Charlotte Flair versus Rhea Ripley, right?
No, I don't. Not at all.
Not at all.
And then the final match, and this is a long shot. I think Sasha Banks versus Rhea Ripley is the final one, and those are the 3 that matter for Rhea. And then maybe you have Roxanne Perez, and maybe you have Cora Jade, and that those are the final 5, right? One of them's already done for Rhea. And that's all that matters, because I think Cora Jade is really good at what she does. I think Roxanne Perez needs to beat Rhea at some point to put over Roxanne Perez. But after that, I mean, what do you do with Rhea then?
It's just like, where do you take Cody Rhodes' story next?
I agree. It's a problem, and I don't know what you do next.
Whatever's happening in SmackDown ain't shit. Not SmackDown. I mean, what's it called? Where they're going to France? What's that one? The next one?
Backlash.
Yeah, my bad. Yeah, whatever's going down in Backlash is not gonna be the great continuation of the Cody Rhodes storyline.
It's filler, right? I mean, is that a fair assumption?
Yeah. It is a fair assumption. But
it's filler. There's nothing going on, and I don't know that SummerSlam is Cody versus Rock.
That just seems like something I don't want to see.
Why? Why don't you want to see? You don't want to see The Rock has finally returned to lose again to Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I could do that. You still got. I'd much rather see. I don't know. I mean, Solo. You got a whole bunch of other now I feel like we got as many Samoans as we have in the WWE as we had back in the day. Like you had 500 Samoans back then. Now we have 500 Samoans again. Which I'm all for, but it's a lot.
I mean, this is the issue. What happens with Jimmy and the Bloodline? What happens when Roman comes back? What's the deal with The Rock? I mean, this whole thing's a mess, right?
Right.
WWE did not have a good exit on the Bloodline. But let's call it what it is, right? They had a really, really rough exit.
Yeah. None of this was planned. I mean, that's the. I get that. Okay, we got to swerve. We did all that stuff. Blah blah blah. I get that, but now they've come to a point where like, okay, what do we do now? Which way do I go now, George? Which way do I go now?
Let me ask you this.
It's
right?
Take a lot.
I'm letting you speak.
I was trying to let you speak. I
thought you told me to shut the fuck up, so I was being quiet.
I did not tell you to shut the fuck up. When did I tell you to shut the fuck up, bro?
You said like hold up, and I was like, okay, that's what I heard.
No, I said where are they gonna go with this? They fucked up.
So this is my take, right? And I'm curious what you think. Is I think WWE pulled off an amazing feat by pulling off WrestleMania, right? I think the issue that they're in right now is great. You pulled off Mania, and you did a great job with it. So you had a really, really good, disastrous position getting into it, and you came out of that looking golden. I think hands down, I think WrestleMania was a success both nights.
It was.
I'm presuming you agree collectively, right?
It was, but I mean, really and truly, how hard is it to slam dunk WrestleMania? I mean, no,
it's hard. It's hard.
I don't
Have you
think
seen
so.
me jump?
What?
Have you seen me jump?
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is, WrestleMania is like, I got you. I was like, you see me jump? I was like, what the fuck you talking about? We're talking about some WrestleMania, bro. But my point is, now it's when it gets really fucking tough, especially for somebody that's a fair weather fan like me. For them to keep me around and keep me interested, like what's gonna keep me invested. I think that's where they're gonna find their fault and where they're gonna. That's where maybe you're gonna see the best shine from Triple H, from other people, writers, directors, script writers. No, I'm joking. I hope none of that shit. I hope they go back to basics and bring it back to the way it used to be. I don't hear the word fucking script at all.
I agree.
You know what I want? You know what I want? I want to see some bald guys with beer bellies out in that motherfucking ring. That's what I want. One of our commenters asked what we were drinking on. I'm drinking coffee. I'm sure he's drinking something a little bit spicier or some shit.
I am drinking the New York Mets beating the Dodgers. No. I am drinking some
shit.
Dr. Pepper. And
is it shit?
What?
Is it shit? The New York Mets and the LA Dodgers. Is that shit taste on your mouth?
They're smoking them. The Mets are good, man. I did not expect this. I did not expect that. I only have like 20 cents on the Dodgers, so I'm not going for everybody.
Aren't we pretty early in the spring? We gotta get to like October. So the amazing Mets have a while to go.
I agree. I agree. I will definitely give you that. I have no problem admitting faults here. No problem. Yeah, I agree. But the Mets are good, man.
It's your fault, the Mets.
The Mets are good, man. I'm just saying, man, the Mets are pretty good, man.
So
you gotta believe. You gotta believe, Keenan. You gotta believe.
Not the fucking Mets. Fuck them. Lothabo, Mazapago. Hope you guys are good. I have no like. Can we come up with easier usernames, guys? These things are fucking difficult. Like, I don't know if you can see these names on our YouTube page, but this guy's name is like Hazapago.
I cannot. I'm sorry. Like, hey, my phone. I'm bad at this, guys. I'm learning.
Don't worry about it. We ain't gotta learn. If they turn into our YouTube, they turn into the old man. I mean, with a face like this, they know they're gonna get some fucking technical issues.
Look, if they come into my YouTube channel, you have no idea what to expect every week. You have no idea who's coming on, when they're coming on, why they're coming on, and I am full of surprises. And
I did see that you got a show scheduled for tomorrow. I'm like, can we get some breather time in between shit, bro?
Can we get some what on?
Some breather time. Like you get me done in the morning, somebody else done tomorrow.
So that was supposed to happen 2 weeks ago, but she had an issue and I had an issue, and then it just happened. Legitimately, that thing was like scheduled last night, like 1 a.m. So that came out of nowhere, and I'm like, let's do it. And I'm just saying yes to everything. And I'm just saying, let's fucking do it, man. Because I don't know when I'm going to get an opportunity. And then Lil Fujimoto was the same deal, where she's like, yo, we can do the 21st at like 10 at night on Sunday. I'm like, I'm in. So, again, I'm saying yes to a lot of things, and I'm taking every opportunity that comes across my desk. No opportunity is beneath me.
Okay, guys. Mecca is saying yes to everything. Raggy away to get better, drink some more. So they want you to say yes, Mecca. What else are we looking forward to wrestling-wise?
I'm taking opportunity. Is the best way to put it out, and I'm enjoying my life, and I'm
going down like a seal. So what else is happening wrestling-wise? Solo Sikoa thinks he's all tough as fuck.
What'd you say?
Solo Sikoa thinks he's the new head of the table. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, he's the new tribal chief. What do you think about that?
It happened all of a sudden, man. Like it's like, okay, Roman, you held the title for 1,500 days, and now never. Are we gonna get a Cody Rhodes Roman Reigns rematch? Shouldn't that be Backlash, or is that Survivor Series?
I don't know. See, that's a good question. I think Roman, obviously, I mean, not to get too technical, but Roman had leukemia. And then it came back, and leukemia never leaves, right?
Yeah.
It's suppressed. It obviously is always there to be managed. It is addressed, and I think Roman might need a break. Not even from just the fan wise. I don't think that's the problem. I think physically Roman needs a break.
Right.
And I don't think Roman. I don't think Roman's in bad health, but I don't think he's in the best health either. So. It could be that Roman, because remember, Roman hasn't done a lot of wrestling in a long time. So, I mean, Roman's absent from every other SmackDown or every third SmackDown. And even when was the last time Roman wrestled on a SmackDown? And so I think that Roman might want a few months off, just personally.
No, I get it. I get that. I just don't. Yeah, I get it all. It's a weird time. Everything's a weird time in that, and maybe that's because it's the downslope after Mania or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, I could see that. Also, I mean, did you see the post that I forgot who made it? Either Cody or Seth made it, but Roman, Cody, Seth, Paul Heyman, and there's a few others all have custom matching Rolexes with each other for WrestleMania 40. So Roman has one, Paul Heyman has one, Seth has one, The Rock might have one, and I forgot who paid for all of it. But obviously, I mean, it's smart and it's cool, and good on them, right?
That is very. Somebody making fun of Solo real quick. If the Sandlot kids and the Addams family had a kid, you get Solo.
Damn.
So,
they're not wrong. They're not
wrong. I was just thinking about it like, I think he's talking about, is he talking about the two fat kids, Pugsley and You Killing Me, Smalls?
You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me.
Well, I'm telling you, those two together, you kind of do get Solo Sikoa. And I do like how people. One guy's giving a shit about our echo, but then we're still getting people talking to us. So
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I can't see this though. You got to read it to me. I mean, this is like your baby.
Yeah, I'm reading it out to you. Whenever I see something that's worthwhile, like I said, if they're just like bullshitting about us, I'm not talking about. I thought that Solo Sikoa, that was pretty funny.
I thought that was pretty funny too.
Yeah. Addams family.
I'm worried about the New York Mets right now, and I'm just trying to make some money gambling.
Well, then why the fuck are we even doing this show? Just watch the amazing Mets.
I'm here for you. This is
Don't be
about
here for me. Be here for Matthew and my love aviations. I don't know who the fuck they are. But they do have some weird names.
We appreciate you watching, right?
What?
We appreciate them watching, though.
Oh, of course we do. We appreciate it. And I did want to bring up, since we started our show, I've been putting up every Friday I put votes up for wrestling and our kind of shit. One of our votes was Cody Rhodes will be a fighting champion, obviously. Who do you think the next person for no longer the Universal title? I guess it's the undefeated. Let's talk about that real quick. What do you think about them changing the name from Universal to Undisputed? That's the name now.
Yeah, but why are we fighting? It's undisputed. It's undisputed. It should be.
But we also have you don't think the world heavyweight champion should have something like, hey, bro, you're undisputed, but I'm.
Get it. I don't know why it's the undisputed anymore. To me, it made sense when Roman had it because he fused the two belts, right?
Yeah, and he was the only one, right?
He fused it, and then he had both belts. Like now, I feel like it should just be like the world heavyweight title or the WWE title or whatever title they want to call it. But like the undisputed title, like to me, it just seems like it's kind of a stupid name.
It should be the SmackDown title and the Raw title. If you're gonna have two titles, that's
I mean that's an option, or it could be.
But then, what the fuck is Cody's story? His dad didn't win a Raw title. So you know what I'm saying? I feel like we should just have one belt for everything. One tag team, one cruiser, one USA title, one intercontinental, one heavyweight.
I mean, they did that with the U.S. title and the Intercontinental title. They have one of those, which I think is smart, right? I like. I mean, the tag titles. I don't have a problem with the Raw tag titles and the SmackDown tag titles, but they should not intermingle. I mean, they had the Universal Tag Team titles, which was smart, and they broke those apart, and I think they did a great job of that. But at the same time, like I don't have a problem with having tag titles for brands. But if we have a pay-per-view, those titles, we should not have two tag team title matches on the same pay-per-view. Because that's just redundant.
Yeah. Well, it's like having a women's Royal Rumble and a men's Royal Rumble. That's redundant. Maybe we should spread them the fuck out somehow. Or really and truly, who the fuck cares about women's wrestling?
I love women's wrestling, so I don't.
Because you're hoping to see a titty, Mecca. Let's not. You keep saying like I like women's wrestling because you're hoping to see like a nip slip. That's what you're hoping for.
Or a whale tail or something like that, right?
A whale tail. That's like the grossest description ever. All right, so real quick, Cody Rhodes is going to be a fighting champion, unlike Roman Reigns, who I've almost already forgot of. Who do you think he's going to show up with next? CM Punk, Kevin Owens, Gunther, or Randy Orton? And they kind of already. They decided tonight who they were going to be seeing, but at the time, this was like a couple weeks ago.
Obviously, CM Punk's out, injured.
Yeah.
I think that's coming.
Yeah.
But I think Gunther would be cool. Honestly, I would like to see Cody Rhodes versus Gunther.
Well, our Friday night viewers they went Randy Orton first, then Gunther, then CM Punk, then Kevin Owens. Even with hoping CM Punk comes back. Then I made fun of everybody because I asked who's the next WWE Universal Champion, same kind of thing. But instead of using the same names, I used Stone Cold Steve Austin. And now I want you to guess who I'm comparing to Stone Cold. So Stone Cold Steve Austin, Jeff Hardy, Latino Heat, and Vladimir Koloff. Who was I talking about?
Santino Marella.
No. I'm saying I was making fun of so who's going to be the next Universal Champion? Kevin Owens thinks he's Stone Cold. Logan Paul thinks he's the next Jeff Hardy. Obviously, Dirty Dom thinks he's the next Latino Heat. And I couldn't find any other like well-known Russians, so I went with Vladimir Kozlov. That was the best I could do for Gunther.
I could see Gunther and Vladimir Kozlov. Could be pretty close. I could see that. That's actually a good job, man.
And 521 people voted of the best run-in of WrestleMania 40, the main event night 2. I asked Seth Rollins with the Shield reunion. That only got 7%. The Rock only got 13%. John Cena got 70%. And The Taker took it with 63%. Even though he didn't really run a fucking thing. He just appeared. That's how Taker does,
I thought Taker's spot was great. I thought John Cena's spot was good too, to be honest.
I thought John Cena's bald spot took the stage.
Of course you did. You in that bald spot.
I hate on that dude. Because just shave your fucking head, dude. Shave your head.
Pull H, right?
Or pay the what?
Pull a Triple H.
Triple H still has hair. I hate on that the most. I don't see a bald spot on that dude.
What do you mean Triple H doesn't have hair? It's fucking tight. It's great.
Let it grow. I know, but let it grow out. I bet you he'd still have a pretty good hairline. I don't see any mole cap. I don't see it retreating. Look, man, as a bald man, I look for that shit. So don't ask me.
So as a 31-year-old, my hair is going gray. You look at my hair right now, you don't see gray in my hair. When it's like big and long and like a mop band, it does not look good. I look like I'm 50. And I look like I'm homeless. It's not good.
Well, that's what happens, bro.
Now I look like I'm a productive member of society. I'm just saying that I look like I'm a productive member of society right now.
Looks are fucking deceiving, that's for sure.
Clearly. It's amazing what I can get away with.
Amazing. So
Rhea
Bayley's the champion. Is there any reason for me to care about women's wrestling?
You love Bayley. You love Bayley, don't you? Just admit
it. Her jaw is square like she's Superman.
You're a Bayley knight. You and Bayley, it's perfect. You love Bayley. I know you love Bayley.
I think I know the answer to this, but hold on. Somebody asked a valid question on here. Matthew, he asked, whatever happened to the hardcore title, the European title, the light heavyweight title, and the cruiserweight title? But I think light heavyweight and cruiserweight are the same thing, right?
No. The cruiserweight went to NXT, and then it was fused, I think, with the North American title.
Okay.
So they did have a cruiserweight title on NXT, and then they fused it together with the North American. I think it was Roderick Strong versus Carmelo Hayes, and I think Carmelo Hayes came out on top with both belts, and then they retired the cruiserweight. Because after a while, the cruiserweight kind of became, I guess, redundant. Might be a good way to put it. So the cruiserweight was retired, but it was in NXT for a while, and there's some good matches with it. The light heavyweight, I don't know what happened with that. The European title, I think, was just retired after a while. And then I think that same thing with the Hardcore Championship. But I miss those titles.
I think especially when you have two fucking shows. Two shows. Main event type shows. SmackDown and Raw. Then you got NXT. I mean, you might as well have as many titles as you possibly can.
But then again, I mean, WWE kind of replaced the hardcore title with the 24/7 title, because people forget that the hardcore title for a long time was under any rules, where you could pin anybody in any circumstance. Yeah, and then they had the 24/7 title.
When that R-Truth that mainly.
Yeah, like 57 times, but it was supposed to be comedic, and it was fun. Yeah, because they're on like Sports Center, and then you have a commentator on Sports Center pinning, and you have Gronk winning the title. So it was a good time. Yeah. It was a good time. It was smart. on a media level.
Real talk.
Real talk.
I saw R-Truth doing some documentary like earlier this week. He was not being funny. It was like years ago. It was like a completely different R-Truth. I was like, oh shit, there's the real man back there.
You know R-Truth was in The Wrestler, right?
What? Yeah.
He was in The Wrestler, and he was in that like scene where they were like doing steroids in the locker room.
Yeah, I remember R-Truth. He's as old as he's older. He's older than I am. Still in the fucking ring, like winning titles and shit. You gotta give it to him. I mean, winning.
Isn't he like 49?
I don't know. Black does not crack, bro. He could be 82 and we wouldn't know.
What's great about R-Truth? I think R-Truth has like 5 or 6 kids.
Yeah.
And he has like a rap album. Like, the guy is unbelievably talented. And he's amazing. So, God bless R-Truth.
That guy that I was telling you about earlier, that new Sensational Sherry? He had like 8 kids. I was like, all right, man. Calm the fuck down, dude. Don't need to do that much. But all right, so
I have no kids. I can't wait to have 1 and 2, and I'm gonna be done.
It's amazing. Yeah. Fuck college though. There's no need for college. They can go straight to the job force. Put them to work at like 10.
College. Where else are they gonna learn how to drink properly?
Oh, okay. Matthew said it was fun because the hardcore champion used to be able to fight outside the arena all times. But that was the 24/7. They come and they do it wherever, whenever.
No, again. 24/7 title replaced the hardcore belt, and I thought it was good. I liked the 24/7 title. I thought it was fun. You had Rockstar Spud, who married Renee Michelle, and I got to interview Renee Michelle before, and like they're on their wedding night, and that was really cool in that regard. So that's something that was really cool, that I thought was cool about the 24/7 title. Is it's very similar to the hardcore title.
Yeah. I don't know what they're gonna do with all this mess. I think shit needs to be figured out. I mean, you can't have all this bullshit crap. They gotta streamline it, and I mean, how many people are on the WWE roster?
Oh, probably 150 on the main.
Active main roster.
Maybe 120 to 150. I mean, think about it. Let me ask you: is my estimate wrong on that?
I believe you, dude. I'm not googling shit, but that sounds about right. That's a crazy amount.
I'm asking the question for a good reason, because sometimes I overestimate positions. I don't know if I think my estimate's within reason. Anywhere from 120 to 150, I think, is a fair estimate. But then you also have NXT, and then you have NXT UK. So I think WWE has an active position of 250 that they could easily pull from, but they don't have on the main roster, because NXT is a different beast collectively.
Right.
Because also NXT, you're paying people 100 to 200,000 versus paying certain people 500 or 800,000. So if you're on Monday Night Raw, you might be making 400 to 500,000 a year, and that's a big difference if somebody's making 100,000 in NXT in Florida.
Right.
The economics of wrestling are interesting, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot different if somebody's in Florida, they're not really traveling all that much, and they're making 100,000. You could take a risk on 100,000 a year, but then when you bring them up and they're making 250,000 or 500,000, I mean, LA Knight is not making $100,000 a year. He's making way more than that.
Fuck that
I
guy.
mean, I think he's worth more than that by definition, right?
Well, I mean, he could be dead any day. So you want to pay him and AJ Styles as much as you possibly can.
They sell merch, they sell views, they get spots that need to be they get pops, they get people talking. I agree.
AARP, bro, all day long. The new Hogan Macho Man Randy Savage fight. Oh yeah, brother.
I mean, aren't they doing something right now? Isn't that feud still going the fuck on?
In heaven?
In heaven?
Hogan's having a seance.
I'm too old for this shit, man.
I'm coming for you, brother. You thought I was with Miss Elizabeth? It was Lex Luger. I'm stupid. Never mind. You are not too old for this shit. So I mean, fuck. And now that
basically fucking up a game, and they finally made it. I had a lot of money on that, and they won. So thank God. My stress level went from here to here.
Thank goodness. We were all collectively worried about your stress levels. We were all like, I hope you're not too stressed out about it. Real quick, if it was a storyline to put Rhea Ripley on the sidelines, she's literally the biggest thing in the Judgment Day right now. Damian Priest is not going to have that belt for very long.
The biggest thing in the Judgment Day, the biggest thing in women's wrestling.
Okay, but I'm saying they're not only bringing it down into women's wrestling, but she was a big reason. Why, I mean, how many tiny little dudes watch Dom saying, "Oh, mommy"? Like, how many dudes are like envisioning themselves in that scenario? I'd love to be taken care of by her.
So, without Rhea Ripley, Dom would not be Dom, and he would not be Dirty Dom, because when he goes to Becky and he says, or Charlotte, he says, "Mommy's gonna beat you," and it's believable when Dom says it because it's Rhea Ripley. Nobody else could have pulled off that promo except Dominic and Rhea Ripley.
Right.
I mean, right. I mean, this is the issue but then again, maybe if this is story, and hear me out, I know this is a crazy idea, but there is a position sometimes where you have your best asset and you put it on the shelf, right? You take it off the shelf because it creates demand for it. So this is a crazy idea. I understand that the people say, wait a second, this seems counterintuitive. But if all of a sudden you have a product and it's the hottest product on the planet, and then you take it off the shelf for 2 weeks, the demand spikes like crazy. So maybe they just have no fucking idea what to do with Rhea. And they're like, this live thing could work. You're going to be out for 6 weeks. You vacant your title. Then you got to chase your title. You come back, and then SummerSlam, you get your title back. And now this creates a new spark, and it's interesting. And also maybe Rhea's injury is legit, but it's not as serious as we think it is. And then all of a sudden we get this pop when nobody knows that Rhea's coming back. And it's like, great. Now Rhea comes back a week before who was supposed to be Liv, because Liv gets the title, which would make sense in this circumstance. And now SummerSlam comes and Rhea gets her title back. And then the Judgment Day gets new infusion and new spark up. And I mean, that's how I would do it, right? If Rhea is healthy by SummerSlam.
But I mean, even if she comes, who is she gonna face when she comes back? I mean,
I don't really care. At that point, I'll figure it out if I'm booking this. The point is that I'm also thinking about how do I make SummerSlam like WrestleMania? Because that dictates everything. Right now, there's no expectation of anything till SummerSlam. So I don't really need to worry so much about Backlash or Money in the Bank or Vengeance or the Great American Bash. I'm worrying about SummerSlam. I just need to put a bunch of fillers in there and matches that build up to the grudge and the hump of SummerSlam. And I understand this sounds crazy, but I'm thinking about this as what Triple H's job is. Triple H's job is not necessarily it's to build to SummerSlam now. And then once we get past SummerSlam, we're building to Survivor Series. And then after Survivor Series, we're building to the Royal Rumble. And then Mania, then SummerSlam, Survivor Series. And everything else is just filler to get there.
But if everything's just filler, then why aren't we just... Why do we have so many fucking pay-per-views? If we're just... This is just filler to SummerSlam.
Because those pay-per-views sell a lot of tickets. They sell 18,000 tickets, and you have to get there, and you have to build matches, and you have to grudge it out, because feuds work in 3-month periods. They work in a quarter of the year periods. You know, because you can't just have 4 major pay-per-views and be a successful business. I mean, and so you have to put on a good enough show, but you have to put on an excellent show every quarter at the Big Four. Does that make any sense?
No, it does make sense, but why couldn't it? I mean,
I'm not saying that this should be what it is. I'm just telling you what I think it looks like, right?
It's a lot of saturation, especially when.
Did you know how much wrestling there is right now? Actually, I'm a huge wrestling fan. Legitly, every single week, there's about 30 wrestling shows that you can watch as a fan. Between Monday Night Raw, AEW, and then all the independents. And there's probably 50 if we're going to be really honest. If I was to start talking about New Japan, Stardom, Seedling, and all this shit, there is more wrestling than I could possibly consume in my life every single week. And I used to watch a lot of independent wrestling every week. I used to watch like 10 shows a week. I have no fucking time because I'm an interviewer. So if I get to watch wrestling open or a show on the weekend on my Saturday night, that's a miracle. I'm also right now on an anime binge, so that's part of the problem. But the idea is that there's legitly 21 to 30 shows I can watch every single week. It is a full-time job to watch every wrestling show every week. And money is not the issue for it. To watch every wrestling show every week is going to run you about $15 a month, which is pennies in reality. So to watch 120 wrestling shows every single month is going to cost you $15, everybody. There's not enough time to do it.
So Andrew's saying he wants to get laid.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
He doesn't have time for that shit.
Yo, you got to put in the work. You got to put in the work, man. If you're a wrestling fan, you got to put in the work. You got to sacrifice. And I am not willing to make those sacrifices, Keenan. I'm sorry.
Mecca, I just want to. This has nothing to do with anything, bro. This is how far our reach is working. Currently pooping in a Home Depot bucket. I love this stream.
We absolutely appreciate it, and you go buy some lumber.
Might be too much information. I'm not for sure. I mean, we don't need to know exactly where your shit's going into. You can just say, "Hey, I'm taking a shit. Thanks for giving me something to watch while I'm taking a shit." And in fact, I don't even think we technically need to know you're taking a shit. I think. What time is it, world? The time in Dallas, Texas is like what? 10:30. What about you, Mecca? What time is it where you're at?
The time is now. Okay? The time is now. You have achieved greatness.
That's not what they want to know, Mecca. Didn't Mick Foley get to keep the hardcore title when he retired? I don't know. Do you know that, Mecca?
Who did what? I missed
Did
it.
Mick Foley get to keep the hardcore title when he retired? That's what Matthew asked. I don't know.
That's a good question. He should have. He should have been able to keep it.
Is that why I got switched to 24/7? That means right.
Yeah, you know what? Mick Foley should be given it regardless.
Hold on, let me see.
He should be given it at the Hall of Fame when he was inducted.
I got an open thing right now. Hold on. Did Mick Foley get to keep the hardcore championship when he retired from WWE? There's lots of fucking videos.
Lots of videos. I love it.
Who ended Mick Foley's career? How old was Mick Foley? Dude, this is not what I asked for. Dude, I have no idea. There's no easy. It didn't just pop up an article. You dicks.
I guess Siri's not your friend tonight.
I just Googled it. I didn't even ask her because if I did, it'd ask all these phones that were on and shit right now. So I'm not messing with that. That's a pain in the butt. Oh yeah, we don't know if Mick Foley got that championship.
Oh, it's fly on the wall. I can see the comments not coming through. That's great.
Okay, there you go. This is what the fly on the wall sees. You might be talking about me. Fred Durst jokes been made yet? It's made every fucking day, bro. I did it all for the nookie. This is what happened. I'm surprised Andrew's so young he doesn't even know Fred Durst over here. He's like MTV.
He sat next to Carson Daly.
Yeah.
Didn't Eminem make a rap about that?
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
What was like in between Christina Aguilera and something? I forget. And Fred Durst was in the video. I gotta give mad props to Fred Durst. He got me laid a lot back in the day.
I'm so happy for you. I'm just so happy for you.
If Fred Durst ever did anything good, he got me laid.
Oh my Lord! Just stop! Just please stop!
Let's see what else is going on. We don't talk about SmackDown tonight because we don't want to spoil it like your homie did last week.
Yeah, that was terrible. That
was pretty funny. I love that your English friend was like, "Well, good job, Mike. You spoiled it, you dumb."
He's great.
I feel like if he could have grabbed through the phone and just like smacked him in the face a little bit.
That was a great show last week, wasn't it?
It was a good show. I liked it. It was fun. It was fun.
Most people didn't know that I ducked out for like 10 minutes, and unfortunately, I was grabbing another beer, and then I grabbed the beer, and then out of my shelf, a beer bottle smashed, and I almost fucking cut my foot. But I didn't want to bring it up. It was not good. Believe me, I was not happy, but it was just a freak thing.
Don't be fucking that shit up.
It was upsetting, man.
And there was three others on here, so we had you covered.
I know you guys had me covered. But it was a good show last week. We had a great time.
I do. I want to figure it out. I want to start every episode in like the dark now. Like from Mick Foley's Boiler Room.
I need to get you that clip.
I like that.
I've been busy this week. It's
been no worries about it, man. I almost forgot, but I'm just saying, like I almost want to do that every week. Like, all right, you ready to go? Let me turn off my lights real quick.
Let me. If you're gonna start that way, I'm gonna get a sheep mask and we're gonna have a good time.
Get like a.
You get to be Bray Wyatt. I get to be Braun Strowman. Let's be realistic.
Well, I'm Mankind. I'm coming from Mankind's Boiler Room. I don't know what you're talking about. This Bray Wyatt shit. No, I'm joking with you. They both work the same. We get a little fog machine.
Yeah, right. Did you see the Bray Wyatt documentary yet?
Yeah, man. The documentary. That's the whole reason I got the network, man.
That was good, man. That was good.
Yeah, you got to learn a lot more. I didn't even realize this first character. I didn't even know of it when that first character came out. What was it, Chubbs or whatever it was? The Demeanor that shit? Yeah, Husky Harris. I was like, dude, fat people don't want to shit that.
Yeah, no. I didn't even realize Husky Harris was Bray Wyatt. I mean, but like in that documentary, like the stuff that Dusty and like how Bray Wyatt was almost preaching during promo time for like 7 minutes, and like a lot of that stuff like wasn't even disclosed, and it's brand new. Oh my god! Just that documentary is arguably one of WWE's best things they've ever produced.
I did think that they went a little overboard with never before seen. You could have just like I didn't have to hear that before every never before seen clip. It's a little over the top. But it was a great documentary. Like me talking shit or not, it was really good. And you can tell his whole family. And I didn't even realize like, you know, I didn't connect the dots with his brother and shit, you know? Like I didn't get all that.
Oh yeah. You didn't know that Bo Dallas is Bray Wyatt's brother? You didn't know that?
You want to be honest? I didn't even know about Bo Dallas, but I knew what was the uncle when he came back.
Shoot. So his father is IRS.
No, but I'm saying I'm talking about the character that Bo Dallas played when they teamed up. Uncle Howie, there you go. I knew of a man, but I couldn't tell. I didn't know who the hell he was at all. You know?
Because the thing about so I mean Bray Wyatt comes from a wrestling family, right? So Bray Wyatt's uncle was a fantastic wrestler. Obviously, his father's IRS.
Yeah, his father.
Have you ever seen the IRS clip with Bob Barker, Chris Jericho, Santino Marella, and Maurice?
No, I don't think so.
Jillian Hall. It's great. IRS is unbelievable.
IRS is unbelievable. I've never seen that clip. I don't think with Jericho.
It's one of the funniest things because you have Bob Barker doing The Price is Raw, not The Price is Right.
The Price is Raw. That sounds
because
gross.
I know it sounds sexual. I'm sorry, but let me explain a little bit. So
The Price is Raw, bitch.
Bob Barker was the guest host on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
And so you have the contestants, and IRS is like $35, including tax. And I love IRS for that.
I always loved IRS. We're getting a lot of likes on YouTube over here. We gotta say hi to Ocha. Angel Biscuit asked what my hat was. And then Trevor Phillips says hey. Hey. I don't think he said it like that. But I'm saying he said it like that.
That's okay.
I like. What was the guy's his uncle's name?
Oh man, Bray Wyatt's uncle. I can't.
Yeah,
because they
were his dad and his uncle were a tag team, and that together right there just made. I mean,
it was something like Black, right?
Yeah, it's his first name. The guy's first name is his last name on his. It's his mom's last name.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of it right now.
His real name is something Rotunda. Something Rotunda. Fuck, what is it? Never mind. Anybody in the chat knows. I'm looking stupid over here.
Rotunda, maybe like Wilthorm Rotunda or something like that.
Yeah. It is something like that. It's two last names basically. Because it's awesome.
I mean, basically, I thought the Bray Wyatt documentary was some of their best stuff. You had some stuff with Alexa Bliss in there that was really good. They did a really, really great job at that one.
And I like this stuff with his. I didn't know anything about his last wife, really.
You mean JoJo?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know anything about that relationship, or I thought, and the way he still kept it cool with his past wife and everything, and they still had a good relationship. So I think he came off really well in that documentary.
Yeah, no, I think WWE did an amazing job, and I think they also kept it real. I think WWE kept it real, saying like Triple H, I think said it was really hard sometimes to work with Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
And I thought that was cool, man. Like I'll be honest, transparency is a really cool thing right now, and it's a big deal. Where I mean, I try to be as transparent as humanly possible. Obviously, certain things are private in my life, and there's a good reason why. But I'm very. I mean, my opinions on a lot of things are well known at this point, and I think there's something to be said about transparency. So, I mean, I thought they did a great job, but again, I thought it was good, and I thought it was smart to do it right around WrestleMania too, because they put IRS and his uncle into the Hall of Fame, and they were wearing the Bray Wyatt T-shirts. So I thought that was smart, and just great company, just an absolute great company. And Bray Wyatt like teases and promos during that with the Fireflies a little bit, so I thought it was good. But I would have loved to see Uncle Howie at some point during WrestleMania.
And you say that he's that might be kind of too close to Uncle Howie to come out without, especially for his brother, WrestleMania. I can see what you're talking about. But that might be.
I thought it was smart though, which I liked a lot of stuff where with the prop designer and a lot of that stuff during the documentary where they spoke to him, and I didn't know that he was the Fiend. That was cool. Where Bray Wyatt, and that was recorded. Where Bray Wyatt's Jason is. I think his prop designer, the guy who was doing a lot of those props, was Jason. Unless I'm mistaken on that. So if I am, correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. They said no, Jason is going to be the Fiend. And like how Bray Wyatt told Triple H that, I thought that was a cool touch in the documentary.
Yeah.
But
it was all really good. They did a good job. Everybody wants to know where we're from. I'm from Texas. He's from somewhere that doesn't fucking matter. No, I'm joking.
I'm from Connecticut, so I'm a New England guy, but I've been all over. I've been in New York. I've been in DC.
He's from Stamford, Connecticut. Hails from the WWE Titan Tower. His office was right next to Vince McMahon's.
Exactly.
He also pooped on somebody's forehead.
Thanks, Keenan. Way to read my sponsorship deals. Really appreciate it.
Your sponsorship deals on your other show have nothing to do with. I'm trying to get you sponsored for like incontinence. Like imagine if you got like Imodium AD or something. Imagine that sponsorship.
Oh my God, I would love Hims as a sponsor. That'd be great.
Okay, Vince, for sure now. For sure. He's like, thanks. Now my sponsorship is gone.
Yo, I am definitely for sale. There's no question about that. I have no problem.
Creep, you got super creep. I am definitely for sale.
No, there are very few people that I will not work with. Where I don't work with companies that I feel cause harm to people. And I'm very honest. I turned down a sponsorship that was extremely lucrative to me because I thought the company was a scam. And I still think the company's a scam, and I have no problem saying it. And I have no problem. I'll deal with the consequences. Right. I mean, I don't think it's going to affect you. I'm not a fan of inked marketing. I do not think that they wanted to work with me, and the guy lowballed me. And I just think the company's a scam. I don't think it's good for business. And I just said, I don't want your money. And I stick to my guns, and I'm very happy with my decisions. I would rather self-fund and not screw my clientele and my audience.
Well, if you are hard up for money, if we do have an offer that we can go work on Nate Smith's plantation. That's what he said to us. He's got to be talking
I
to
don't know what
you.
that means, Bevo.
He's got to be talking to you because he ain't fucking talking to me. I know that for sure.
I don't need anybody's money. I'm good to go, guys. I am good to go. I promise.
Do I come off like I'm on meth, bro? I just need that because this is like somebody else. What's his name? Let's see. Quick to doesn't fuck you, whatever. But he says, is he on meth? And that's got to be talking about me because that's like the third or fourth time I've read that fucking comment. I got all my teeth. I got just because I look like I'm homeless doesn't mean like I am. I'm just saying.
No, the homeless look, it's working, man. I like it. I dig it.
But wait. You could let me hold $1 though, if you like. I don't mind being that homeless dude that begs for your money. That's how I'm gonna make my money.
Technology, advanced homeless person.
Acknowledge me. Acknowledge my cash app. Donate $1. If you think I'm a meth,
I'll be legit. I'll be legit. If some homeless person, instead of having a cup had a cash app thing, I'd probably give them $1.
Wouldn't that be awesome, dude? I thought about that. Like, why not just? Because that's basically, if you're selling, you have sponsors and shit. But if you're like selling merch, you're basically begging for money. Because who the fuck needs a Mecca shirt? Who needs a Keenan shirt? Nobody needs that shit.
I actually do have a Redbubble T-shirt. And it makes some money. It makes me probably about like $70 a year. So I built the design out, and I hired somebody, and I had the concept, and it's a cool shirt, and it's making fun of Gundam. But I don't promote it. I mean,
I get that, man. But if you promoted it, you basically be begging people for money.
No. I think the shirt's funny, right? So I'm a big Gundam fan, and the shirt is that it's a play on. So the basic premise is that in Charles Counterattack, which is an anime movie, the good guys are Londo Bell. So I have the main character saying, I don't always eat tacos, but when I do, I go to Londo Bell. Because it rhymes with Taco Bell. And he's holding a taco, right? And he's eating like the taco. And the shirt, makes me $70, $80 a year. I used to promote it heavily, but now I don't. Because it's just there. It's my Redbubble store. I don't really care all that much. And, again, I have other positions and other business ventures at the moment. So that's the only reason why I'm not promoting it.
Right. Wow.
But again, I love. So I don't think I'm begging for money when I'm pushing out a shirt. I just created a T-shirt, right? Now, if I buy me a coffee, which I have, that to me is begging for money.
All right. I don't know. I don't know. I just feel like the whole thing's. I mean, I get that if you make a T-shirt and like, hey, but if you're out there like, hey, the best way to support the channel is to buy. But really, how much money do you get off of your T-shirt sales? Unless you're printing them and doing them all at home.
No. I mean, I have no So it's all fulfilled by Redbubble, so they get the majority share of it. But I have no merchandising cost. So I like the deal. So I can actually print those T-shirts through Pro Wrestling Tees, and I can print them for like $350 a shirt if I bought 100. So I can make more money, but I would have to sell them myself. First thing, I could just send you the link. You could pick 21 colors. I don't have to handle any of the shipping or anything, and I'm happy to make my $1.50 on it because I'm handling no merchandising. I'm handling no returns, and I have no merchandise.
Right.
Which fits my MO at the moment. I mean, this is just what I like. It is a passive income stream versus an active one.
Right.
But I could go, if I'm to go to an anime con and have a table, I'll buy 100 of these T-shirts without a doubt. Like if I was to go to Mecha Con, which is an anime con dedicated to mecha anime, I would bring all these shirts because it is a mecha T-shirt. And I have some other designs that I'm going to be building and working on, and that's what I would do. But I would build custom colors, and I would like do military camo, and I would do some other stuff with it. So obviously, the profit margin, if I was to do $350 and something for $25 a pop, is huge.
Right. Now that's a big profit margin.
On Redbubble, they're handling all the shit, so I have no problem taking in a minority stake in it, making like 3%, because I don't have to deal with all the headaches. But I digress.
I digress.
It's my favorite word. That's my new T-shirt, guys.
Yep.
I digress.
That should be it. That should be your number one. Your number one T-shirt goal. I digress, motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're doing.
What? I digress. Digressing. We running and wrestling, digressing.
The plan.
So
I mean, nothing really happened in wrestling. I mean, do we really give a fuck about Backlash?
I don't. I might technically. I mean, what does it come on? In the middle of the night because it's in France?
Yeah, probably. Or like fucking 8 in the morning on a Saturday, like May 3rd. Oh.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I'll watch let me put it this way. If there's something major that happens, I'll watch the match and I'll fast forward through all the bullshit.
Well, I do gotta say, I guess they're going very quickly with their clips on the YouTube. Because, I pretty much watched almost all the clips I could want to watch from SmackDown tonight. Right before I got on with you, I watched pretty much the clips that came on YouTube. They do the same on Raw. So I mean, there's not even really a need. At least for a guy like me, maybe other people enjoy the whole show.
I mean, I watched the Raw after WrestleMania, which I thought was important, right? I watched the whole thing, and it was a good show. It made sense, right? The Raw after SummerSlam makes sense. The Raw going into Survivor Series and after Survivor Series. But if I got nothing going on my Friday night, I'll watch SmackDown. But again, I'm watching really all the major shit anyway on YouTube. Because that's where all the shit is, right? Netflix, that's what's going to be interesting.
Right. Huh?
Right.
Because the real issue, I think, with Netflix is that Monday Night Raw ends at 11:15. My real question for Netflix is that do people stay on Netflix after Monday Night Raw ends, and do they watch something? Because the money for Netflix with Monday Night Raw is not in WWE.
Well,
Netflix
has to figure out they're reminding people of stuff because I watched their first live show was this Dinner Time Live with David Chang, and I set my reminder for it because I'm an ex-chef. I like watching it. It's a good show.
Was it their first show? I thought the Chris Rock thing was their first show.
Well, that's their, but I'm saying this is their first weekly show.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll give you the win.
Well, no, I'm just saying, every week, but it never reminds me. I have to remember, oh shit, it's Tuesday at 4 o'clock. I gotta watch this.
What they need to do is they need to send you a text message, be like, "Yo, Keith, it's on right now in 15 minutes, right?"
Exactly.
The only time I catch is if I happen to.
Would you mind? No, I'm gonna ask you a question because I'm curious now. If Netflix sent you a text message, hey, Monday Night Raw is on in 15 minutes at 7, and send you a text message to your phone, would you mind? I don't know if I would mind.
I wouldn't mind, but I probably wouldn't watch still.
No. But you understand. I'm not even, let's table it in Netflix. Let's say you love a show, right? So let's say you love Hell's Kitchen by Gordon Ramsay, right? And it was Netflix, right? You guys, I love Hell's Kitchen. I love the drama, and that's your thing, right? So I'm a big Law and Order fan, right? If Peacock or NBC was like, Law and Order, the 3-hour Law and Order on Thursday's on in 15 minutes, I'd be like, oh shit, it's Thursday? I gotta watch this, right?
Yeah, no, I can see it.
I can see it.
So I get text messages all the time reminding me of shit.
Right.
Do I fucking engage? I'm like, no, thank you. But that's the point.
Right.
Well, I mean,
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Like you said,
they need to get better at reminding people like dumbasses like me, or even some hey, you might want to check out. I wonder if Netflix is going to release their shit to YouTube as quickly as. I mean, Monday Night Raw and SmackDown. I mean, I've seen most of it before. I got on here with you.
I mean, the question is that are they going to release it onto a WWE channel or a Netflix channel or both? If I'm Netflix, I want to release it on both.
I would think so. I mean, especially when you're just starting out, you want to get as many looks as you can.
I mean, my real question is that obviously I own Netflix's stock. I just bought 2 shares today. Full disclosure, it was beat up, and I think Netflix is a great company. And I think this Monday Night Raw shit on Netflix and SmackDown eventually, and NXT is going to come eventually over there. And we're talking a 10, possibly 20-year deal. I mean, this is no longer. There's a reason why Netflix wants this, and I think it's smart. And I'll be honest, I'm probably going to. Just gonna put my iPad on. iPad, guys. It's fucking hard to watch. It's hard for me to watch a television. It's like an effort. I don't have it. I have a cable box in one of my rooms in my house. I have one cable box in my house.
Right.
Most of my TVs in my house do not have a cable box attached to them or hooked up to cable. There's no good reason to.
Yeah, I don't even know why you have one cable box. I don't have any cable box in my house at all.
For sports, I'm a big sports guy.
Stream East all day, dog.
I mean, you have one cable box and the rest of the rooms don't have one.
No, I'm not paying cable for nothing. They got dozens and dozens of years of my cable money.
They got dozens of my cable
not
money.
giving them. That's why I tell my mom, like, you could sneak into a movie, you could pirate something, you give in the entertainment industry enough of your money, mother. You've been on this earth for 67 years. Take whatever you want to now.
Fair enough.
Let's see, right.
I think we covered everything, right?
I think we did.
I think we did.
What do you? Are we gonna talk about wrestling next week? Or you want to watch a movie or something?
What do you want to watch next week? We can briefly talk about wrestling next week.
Have you ever seen the comedy Dirty Work?
We could go check it out. Let's do it.
Let's watch Dirty Work. Dirty Work. My fans will be huge watching Dirty Work. Let's see if there's anything special on here. I'm just pass it through and stop because.
Let's go do it. So I gotta go to the bathroom, guys. So we gotta end this.
All right, guys.
I could take a break for like 40 minutes.
Dude, go to the bathroom, man. We got everything done, man.
That's what I'm gonna go do. I'll be right back, everybody.
Peace,
Kenny will promote himself really quickly.
My apologies. The movie Dirty Work. We're gonna watch it. So damn, I apologize for the fiddling, guys. Well, we were talking wrestling. I didn't really. When y'all started talking about it, I didn't bring it up.
I'm back.
What's up, Mecca?
I'm alive. I'm okay. My bladder's empty. I'm okay.
Your bladder's empty? Is it better now? You drinking too much, bro?
No, I'm good for the night. I'm alive.
He's like, I'm done now. I've emptied the bladder. There's nothing more to be done.
No, I'm thrilled.
All right, well.
Yeah, we watched Dirty Work. I watched Dirty Work.
Yeah, it's if you've never seen it, it's Norm Macdonald, Artie Lang, Chris Farley's in the movie. Pretty fucking funny.
After that, the next week, we'll watch the Eras Tour. That's what we're going to do.
Well, yeah, the next week's your week. But last time you made me watch Die Another Day, so it's my turn now, motherfucker.
It is your turn, motherfucker.
Exactly.
So let's not pretend here. It is your turn.
Let's
I
fight.
agree it's your turn. I'm acknowledging it's your turn. I'm okay with it being your turn.
Well, I'm glad we can share that. So, same bat time, same bat channel next week. If anything happens wrestling wise, we'll discuss it and bring it up.
Let's be realistic.
What is it? 2 weeks till Backlash or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. All right, Mick. See you next week. Oh wait, don't we want to call out our shit? Guess we want to call out our stuff.
Did you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first. We are all Bob's product. Even Mecca, we'll claim him. We'll claim him. He's a Bob's product as well. But you can find us on our. You're a fan here. You see us here. Join and subscribe. I talk nothing but 90s. I do a podcast on Wednesdays from Waffle House. You know, we're all done. I'll have this figured out as Pop Anime Comics over here. You'll hear his whole spiel will be perfect. But
yes. My whole spiel is perfect, and I agree. So obviously I am Pop Anime Comics on Twitter /X, Pop Anime Comics on Instagram, Pop Anime Comics on Facebook, Pop Anime Comics on the YouTube, Pop Anime Comics on TikTok. I am Pop Anime Comics on eBay. Obviously for those on the YouTube and streaming and seeing us on YouTube, you can't see this lovely thing that the rest of us can see on Facebook. But I am Pop Anime Comics Collectible on eBay, and you can get awesome products like this in my store, as well as things like this in my store, and they are awesome.
See me?
That's everything that I got going on. So if you want to pick up some cool merch and some other cool fun toys, I got you covered. So on that point, that's everything I got. So thank you for watching, and yeah, we're gonna be pretty much talking about a movie next week and touching on a little bit of wrestling. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, everybody, that is a wrap.
Whatever happened to peace? Peace. Boom. That was a pretty good show, man.
It's still live on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm about to take it off. Can it go? Oh, there it goes. Boom.